that doesn't support the claim that I killed the 4 children deliberately, and it doesn't seem to me, my lord, that it could hold up. So here I'll go over.
Could you interpret that, please?
Yes?
I want her to first interpret what you have said.
Oludda olwabi lwasaba nti nsingisibwe emisango eginvunaanibwa emisango 4 egy'obutemu, era okusaba kwabwe okwo nsaba kuleme kukkirizibwa kubanga tebaleese bujulizi bumala kunnumika, era saakikola ekyokutta abaana abo tekyakolebwa mu bugenderevu, era ngamba nti bagamba nti nakikola mu bugenderevu naye njagala ndeete naye tebaleeta byongera kukakasa nti nakikola mu bugenderevu.
Mr. Okello, you can proceed.
Yeah, my lord, our defense contends that
it's actually not our defense, it is your defense.
My
your
defense.
defense.
That my defense.
Yes, so, and that's what I am waiting for.
Okay. So, my lord, many claims were raised that I was completely fine mentally, and yet, my lord, it is possible that there were other kinds of mental challenges that could have gone undetected, perhaps, and yet contributed or caused the death of the 4 children. So, my lord, defense contends that it may not be concluded yet that I was completely mentally fine to the extent that I could have prevented myself from killing the 4 children. Then another...
You can repeat that, please. Repeat that for me.
Yes?
Repeat. Could you please repeat that?
What? Yeah, I know. No, it's not here. So, my lord, where?
Yes, Mr. Okello, I'm still waiting. If you still have anything else you want to tell the court?
Yeah, I have some.
In your defense?
Yeah, it's much. It's much. I'm still going on. So, my lord, prosecution also...
I told you to repeat what you said because I needed to record it.
From what point, my lord?
Oludda olwabi lwayogera bingi nti nali ntegeera bulungi ng'ate waliyo ensonga endala eziraga nti saali mu mbeera yange etegeera obulungi ng'era kyekyaviirako okutta kwabo abaana abana. Era mu kwewozaako kwange ŋŋamba nti nali siri mu mbeera ya kutegeera bulungi era ng'ekyo kyali tekinsobozesa kubanga nsobola okuba nga ndeka.
My Lord, from what point would you read the...
Okay,
Yes.
I wrote that many
Yeah.
claims were that I was completely.
Then there is a
mentally-
statement that you made which I missed. That's what I was asking you to repeat
And
for
it's
me.
possible kinds of mental challenges that may have gone undetected that could have contributed to the death of the children.
Yeah,
Then
yeah, I
there
think
is a
that
statement
was
you
all.
made
That
which I
has to
missed.
be out for
That's
that
what I
part.
was asking you to read it for me.
Yeah, moving on.
Please.
Yeah, I think that was all. That has to be out for that part.
Another part of the case, my lord, which deals with
Yeah, moving on.
Please.
the intention, the reason for me killing is that I did it for the
Another part of the
riches
case, my
and
Lord, which
I
deals with
sacrificed the children, my lord, for that, and I did intentionally.
the
Could I please
intention.
get
The reason for me
Could you
killing
please
is that
repeat that?
I did it for the riches, and I sacrificed the children, my Lord, for that, and I did intentionally.
So, my lord,
Could I please get that? Could you please repeat that?
the persecution's case said that
So, my Lord,
I confessed to killing the 4 children
the
in a ritual
persecution case
sacrifice
said
deliberately
that
for riches,
I
right?
confessed to killing the 4 children in a ritual sacrifice deliberately for riches. Right?
And my lord, I have something to say to that. I made the confession,
And my Lord, I have something to say to that.
in the charge
I
and
made
caution statement and the plain court,
the
plain
confession.
statement and
In the charge and caution statement and the plain court,
and in other
plain
areas,
statement
my
and-
lord, but I was pressed hard to do so, my lord. I didn't have any choice to
and in other areas, my
say
Lord,
anything else
but
or what I wanted to say, my lord.
I was pressed hard to do so, my Lord. I didn't have any choice to say anything else or what I wanted to say, my Lord.
Oludda olwabi bagamba nti nakkiriza emisango gy'okutta abaana n'abana nga saddaaka kufuna obugagga era nakkiriza nga nteeka mu statement yange yanjibwako ku poliisi bagamba nti nakkiriza emisango gy'okutta abaana bano abana ne mu statement gye bali bamaze okuntegeeza nti byonna byenjogera bisobola okukozesa ng'obujulizi naye bankaka kuba nali sirina kyakusalawo kubategeeza ki kye nali nze njagala okubategeeza ne mu statement gye baali bamaze okuntegeeza nti byonna byenjogera bisobola okukozesa ng'obujulizi naye bankaka kuba nali
So, my lord, I was
kubategeeza ki kye nali nze njagala okubategeeza
coerced to say something that was acceptable to them at the time.
So, my Lord, I was coerced to say something that was acceptable to them at the time.
Okay, moving on. The prosecution also tendered other evidence to suggest
Okay,
that
moving
I
on.
was deliberate and
The prosecution also tendered
fair-minded in killing the children.
other evidence
Like
to suggest
the
that
file
I
in the
was
flash disk.
deliberate
It was
and
a book about war from China.
fair-minded in killing the children.
So
Like
that one, my lord,
the file in the flash disk. It was
I put that file
a book
on the
about
flash disk long ago,
war
but not so long
from
ago,
China.
just about the time I came to the country. And I
So
don't think that evidence
that
counts
one, my lord. I put that
as
file
something against me
on the flash
in the
disk
deaths of the four children.
so long ago, just about the
Because
time I came to the country. And
I put it there at the time.
You're
I
going to
don't
go
think that
slow
evidence
because I'm
counts
answering what
as-
you're saying. You're saying
as something against me
there was,
in the deaths of the four
a
children,
book
Yeah, a book.
because
about war
Yeah,
I put it there at the time.
Yes, I downloaded it and
before
put it
you
up.
came to the country.
No, I was in the country at the time, my lord.
You're saying there was a book
Yeah, a book.
about war,
Yeah, about
and
war.
you said you downloaded it long
Yes, I downloaded it and
before
put it
you
up.
came to the country.
No, I was in the country at the time, my lord.
Yes, and I put the flash disk there on the. I put the file on the flash disk. In what I thought was the site of them.
Yes, and I put the flash disk there on the. I put the file on the flash disk.
Really, it was just. I'll contend, my lord, that
in
was
what
done
I thought was the site of them.
to appease them, to kind of find a way to
Really, it was just.
keep the
I'll
peace.
contend, my
I
lord, that
was
was
trying to
done,
assure them
to appease them, to kind of find a way to keep the peace. I was trying to assure them
that I really am not interested in fighting them. I would lose, and I would like to lose and just go.
that I really am not interested in fighting them. I would lose, and I would like to lose and just go.
So moving on. My lord, prosecution also presented to court other evidence,
So
exhibits,
moving
or whatever we call them,
My lord, prosecution also
that
presented to court
seem to suggest that I did this
other
deliberately and with
evidence,
forethought.
exhibits, or whatever we call them.
For example, my lord, there was
Seem to suggest that I did this deliberately.
there was the
and
beheading
with,
video such
for example,
the videos
example, my
about
lord,
beheadings
there was,
by ISIS.
there was the beheading video such as the videos about beheadings by ISIS.
There was also the school searches for children, searches for schools that teach young children.
There was also the school searches for children, searches for schools that teach young children. Wait.
Ludda lwabi bagenda mu maaso n'oleeta obujulizi nga balaga nti okutta abaana bano nakikola mu bugenderevu era ne baleeta obujulizi nga flash disk okwali firimu y'entalo mu China eyo firimu nali nagiteekako ku flash disk eyo emabega era nga ndi mu ggwanga lino
era ne baleeta obujulizi nga
ekitabo ekiriko ekisoma
firimu y'entalo
mu China
firimu nali
naye nga nali ekitabo ekyo nakiteekako flash disk eyo emabega nga ndi mu ggwanga lino Uganda.
ekitabo ekiriko ekisoma olutalo mu China naye nga nali ekitabo ekyo nakiteekako
ekyo tekinsonga nga ndi mu ggwanga lino kw'abaana bano aboogerwako era bategeeza nti nali saagala era nga sirina kigenderera mu kulwana ntalo era nga nali wakuwangulwa
bano aboogerwako era bategeeza nti nali saagala era nga sirina kigenderera mu kubalwana kulwana ntalo era nga nali
young. So moving on along. Yes, my lord. The video, the school searches, and almost all the other evidence that suggests, my lord, that I did this very deliberately. Was created in the end. I mean, those events happened at a later time when I did in fact make the searches and did those actions, but there was
It's time to break free
There
with
was
Azam
factors that were
TV.
forcing.
Grab yourself
I
a full kit at
even do so
80,000
willingly
shillings
still.
or an
Yeah.
Azam decoder at
And
40,000 shillings. Experience the thrill of every goal in La Liga, Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga, and the excitement of live sports
The
action
conclusion
from
of
the
defense,
Saudi
I
Pro
love that.
League and Carabao Cup
I
on
didn't
Azam
do
Plus
any
and
of
Play
this
package in
actually,
HD. Your favorite China Uganda movies on Chamuka TV on Azam.
I mean, in the legal sense of the word. As I played the minor. So, to summarize the intentional murder section, we're going to say defense doesn't believe.
You.
Yeah, I don't. Huh? I don't believe that I did this murder intentionally, as legally defined, and then that's one reason, my lord, why the charges, all the 4 counts, my lord, should not be honored, my lord. So, my lord, I will explain separately in a different section how I came to think and act that way. I'll explain how or why I believe I was forced to act that way.
Please proceed and explain.
Now?
Writing. Yes.
Yes, shortly. No, it's not going to be very long. The whole defense is very short, but for organization's sake, I think, my lord, we should just keep the order here. Yes. Okay. So to support this, to support the argument that I didn't do this on the exhibits that have already been submitted by prosecution. Yeah, and the charge and caution statement, the plain police statement also. So moving on. Here I'm going to in this section, I'm going to describe why I was forced to, how I willingly make the police statements. Yeah, in this section, I believe I'm just going to describe. It's very short. How I believe that I didn't make the police statements and some of the other evidence that was.
Mr. Okello, that one you said it already, and I have it on record. That you were forced to.
Yeah, I must. I should describe.
That one I already have it on record. You can now give me something else.
Maybe not, my lord.
Is that all?
No, there's more, but I like us to be sure that we have this on record, my lord.
Yes, we do. You said that the prosecution tendered in a plain statement and a confession that you said that you killed, where you confessed that you killed the children for wealth or for riches.
Yes.
But you were forced to write that statement and you had no...
I believe that. I believe so. Yeah.
So that one, I have it on record.
But I should say here that these are the witnesses I'm going to rely on And this is the evidence also that I'm going to rely on. That's what I wanted to complete here.
Your witnesses, yesterday we recorded them, and there was a prayer from your lawyers that we shouldn't disclose their identities, and so I don't want you to mention your witnesses.
Okay, okay, my lord. Moving on. In the next section, my lord, I'm going to try to show how it seemed unlikely that I could have
finally taking this journey.
Cannot wait to see it all.
I found myself laughing more than I have in months.
And though it doesn't directly support the arguments that I didn't do it, it can indirectly. We believe so, my lord, that this section could help to support the contention that the accused did not intentionally commit did not intentionally kill the 4 children, my lord. So moving on.
Is that all?
No, we're still moving on. So in this section, I'm going to say the defense contends that the accused.
Yourself, and what is your defense?
The accused.
You are the accused.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to contend that I am a person said to be of generally good moral character, and is also said to be affectionate and kind, and is also very busy, and he's said to be focused on his work, and is very, very hardworking. Some have said that he's fairly prosperous, maybe by Ugandan standards, and resourceful, and in light of this circumstantial evidence, it helps, or it lends credit to the argument, my lord, that I couldn't even have conceived the idea, and so maybe alternative explanations could be carefully considered. So moving on.
Let her first interpret.
Liwo ebyali binsindikiriza okukola naye nga saabikola mu bugenderevu
era sirina kye nakola mu bugenderevu ku kigendererwa ky'okutta. Sikkiriza nti natta mu bugenderevu, y'ensonga lwaki njagala kkooti eno ereme kukkiriza misango gino. Era ngenda kunnyonnyola lwaki ndowooza nti nakakibwa oba nasindiikirizibwa okukola ebyakolebwa, era nga okuwagira obujulizi bwange nti saakola byonna byenakola mu bugenderevu, neesigama ku bizibiti ebyaleetebwa oludda oluwaabi. Era ngenda maaso okugamba nti satta baana bano mu bugenderevu aboogerwako abana, era ngamba nti ndi muntu ayogerwako nti nina empisa ennungi, neeyisa bulungi, ndi wa kisa, nkola nnyo era nga ndi wa mugaso nnyo.
Okay. For this circumstantial evidence section, I'm going to complete. I'm going to contend that I had a bright future to look forward to, and I had my parents to look after, and I had what was I thought a very successful business in the making. And so, in light of all of this, my lord, it would seem unlikely that that I could do something like this. And so, to support this section, I'm going to call it a prosperous life. I'm going to rely on evidence from my dad, testimony from my dad. Testimony from my former landlord, and testimony from the people that leased me land in Noya. Also, also on a resume, my lord, my resume. Okay, in this section, I'll call it clues. It's just also circumstantial evidence. I cannot prove directly, but it's just supporting evidence that could be useful for defense later. And here I can show, maybe it's just circumstantial, maybe it's stronger. But here I try to make an argument, my Lord, that I went into some distress. So this is something difficult for me, not something I voluntarily participated in. And something was happening to me that I wasn't really in control of. And maybe, my Lord, maybe, my Lord, this section also lends credit to the fact that, to the argument, my Lord, that I wasn't very deliberate in. Maybe, my Lord, the other evidence could show with more certainty that I wasn't very deliberate in the deaths of the 4 children, my Lord. So moving on. Okay.
Nti nayina ebire eby'omu maaso ebitangaavu, nayina bazadde bange ab'okulabirira, nti nali business man ng'era njolekedde okuyitamu, ng'era n'obulamu bwange obw'omu maaso ndaba nga bulungi. Nina obujulizi obw'okwogerwako bulungi okuva eri taata wange abampangisa ettaka Enyoya, abantu abansemba mu CV yange, era nagenda mu maaso n'okwennyika mu birowoozo oba n'okuba nga ndimu ennyamivu, era nga kino tekyali kirungi gye ndi, era nga saakola kintu kyonna mu bugenderevu, era nga nali sisobola kwebeera bikolwa byange. Saakigenderera okutta abaana bano abana.
So the section is here. I'm going to say from around mid-January up to sometime mid or late March. I entered an especially distressing period. And so, my Lord, I was contending with certain people that I will describe in a later section. And during this time, by the way, the time frame is only approximate. I really can't remember for how long and the very precise period it began. But I think it was early January to around late March, my lord. So, my lord, I'm going to say here that certain people, they got my attention, and they eventually, you know, my lords, they somehow began to they began to get accountability from me, legitimate or otherwise. They made increasing demands from me. And I noticed, they made me notice that they, you know, they had they had all these capabilities, and so, my lord, they threatened to kill me. They staked out that neighborhood where I live. If you know what stakeout means, it means like they will park a car or just stand there and watch where I'm living. There will be somebody there the whole time watching me. So yeah, they staked out that Bunga neighborhood. Yeah, they began to demand money, cash from me. And there was people that would follow me. They follow me closely. So, my lord, during this time, I left my home. I fled from that neighborhood for a long time. I left that home, that small single bedroom where I was renting in Bunga, near the trading center. Then I stayed on the street for a while. I lived outside on the street. I didn't want to be in that secluded place too much. So I used to sleep on the street and I didn't go back to the house too much, but that much. I went there only very little, my Lord. So, I didn't do too much. I was just on the run. I was out there always on the run or hiding somewhere. So, my Lord, between this period between the January and the March, in the later part, the very late part of this episode, I tried to. I tried to, my Lord, I tried to end it some way, somehow. So I tried a few methods. I tried a few ways to I tried a few things, my Lord, to bring the whole thing to an end. And I tried to flee. I tried to flee the country. Then, my Lord, I tried to, I tried to rob a bank. I tried to rob a bank. Yeah. What? What? Then, my Lord, I tried to, I tried, my Lord, to kill my brother's family. Yeah, I did. I tried to kill my brother's family.
Makati g'omwezi ogwa January oba ogw'olubereberye okutuuka ku nkomerero y'omwezi ogwokusatu nali mu kiseera kya kwennyika birowoozo era nalina abantu be nali nsika nabo omuguwa nga mu kiseera ekyo sisobola kungeraganya sijjukira bali ku ntandika y'ogw'omwezi ogwokusatu waliwo abantu abatandika okubeba eka nentandika okubeera nga nsula bweru ku luguudo era saddangayo eri mu nju yange era naddangayo balirirwe. Wakati w'omwezi gwa January n'ogwokusatu nagezaako ebintu eby'enjawulo era nga nagezaako okuba nga nkomekereza ebintu bino. Nagezaako okudduka mu ggwanga, nagezaako okunyagulula banka, nagezaako n'okutta famire ya muganda wange.
Ms. Okello, are you still proceeding?
Yeah. Still reading. Okay. And yes, my lord, that is all for that distress section. For this section, I will rely on evidence from witness testimony. Yeah. Do I need to name witnesses or?
No, you don't name your witnesses. Your lawyer has requested that you don't name them.
Okay, fine. We will see how many witnesses come in. Okay.
Is that all?
No, not yet. Not all of this. This is not all. But we're almost done. Yes. So this is the last section. I call this section friends. I describe those people, the adversaries that I bumped into and contended with. So I don't know much about them, my lord. It wasn't very often I saw them. Most of them, but some certain types of these people I saw often, but not every type of person in here did I see often, my lord. So, my lord, I'm going to describe a few types of these people in here. It's just three types of them, actually. So I'm going to describe those and some of the interactions I had with them. So some of them seem to be very young men, maybe even teenagers, but not very young. Late teens. The younger ones, they wore they wore very new clothes and they would greet me by my first name, "Hey Chris," and just proceed walking. So an encounter with these ones, my lord, it was just they would come from the opposite direction and we meet along the path, and then they proceed further down as I as I proceed ahead, and that's the end of the encounter, my lord. Okay, these last two, no, let me just proceed to a second. I'm going to put that away. These ones, they drove new cars, very new cars. They were very clean all the time and very well polished. They were modern cars, very modern, very recently made cars. And the people that, these people that in this category still, they were very well groomed, they dressed very smartly. And my lord, they had radios, walkie-talkies. They were, my lord, they were very quiet, and they had a distinct expression on their face. They were always I don't know how I'm going to describe this, but I could say they were perfectly expressionless. Maybe that's how I mean to describe it. And then, my lord, the last of the category, they seemed like everyday people. I could only begin to think that they were part of the others by my interactions with them.
Could you please repeat the last category?
Yeah, the last category, this is the last of the three. My lord, in this category, I'm going to say that that they were not distinct like the others. They seemed like any other person on the street. There was nothing unusual about them.
Mr. Okello, is that all?
I'm about to finish. And I could only begin to think, my lord, that they were part of the others. Or I could only begin to, my lord, to think that they were all all together, all part of the same team by my overall experience with them collectively, my Lord. So my Lord, I think this is also supporting evidence only, and if witness testimony allows, it could support the witness testimony of the main arguments, and the witness testimony supports the truth of this argument too, my Lord. As the defense, I contend that these friends, as I put it, had something to do with my actions on the second, my Lord. So, closing, my Lord, I believe that the honorable court, shouldn't honor the prayer for the murder conviction on the 4 counts because the defense contends that because defense contends that there was is it extenuating some circumstances that forced me to act the way I acted on the second. And my Lord, court shouldn't. What? Yeah, court should not honor the charges that were brought on me as filed because my Lord, they didn't make and support a good, strong argument that I was deliberate. They didn't make an argument, my Lord, that I was deliberate. And they didn't support. They didn't support the argument enough, my Lord. And so, my Lord, defense contends that our prayer should be granted that the charges as filed should be dropped, my Lord. Should not be honored.
Mr. Okello, is that all?
Yes, my Lord, that is all.
Thank you very much.
Abalabe nasisinkana ngamba nti
nalaba abantu ab'enjawulo ng'era abamu nabasinkana nga balirirwe, abamu nabasinkananga nnyo, abamu era sabasinkanako, naye nga baali babika bisatu benasinkana, ng'abamu baali bavubuka nga bali mu egyo emyaka egy'ekkumi ng'era baalinga bambala engoye empya, ng'era baalinga bansinkana, nga bamusinkana bambuuzaako nga bayogera erinnya lyange erisooka Chris, era nga olumala okumbuuza nga beeyongerayo baavanga gye mba ntunudde nga nabo gye bava nga bambuuzaako nga ekika ekyokubiri eky'abantu benasinkana baalinga bavuga emmotoka empya, ng'era bambala engoye ennungi nga bavuga emmotoka ezo empya, ebika ebipya ebyakafuluma, era abantu bano baalinga bambala bulungi nnyo, ng'era batambula balina zi radio call, ng'era baalinga basirifu nnyo n'engeri gye batunula nga yanjawulo. Ekika ekyokusatu abantu benasinkana bo baalabikanga abantu ba bulijjo, ng'era tebalina kibaawula ku bantu ba bulijjo. Era ngamba nti emikwano gino gye nasisinkana gyakola kinene ku bikolwa bye nakola nga bbiri. Nga nzigalawo nsaba kkooti eno ereme kunzingisa misango gino egy'obutemu, kuba ngamba nti waliwo bingi ebyetooloolera ku bikolwa byange bye nakolanga ennaku z'omwezi bbiri, era kkooti eno nsaba emisango gino egy'okutta eginvunaanibwa ginzigibweko, kubanga oludda oluwaabi terwaleeta bujulizi bumala nti nakikola nkigenderedde, era nsaba emisango gino ginzigibwe.
For 20 minutes, and when we come back, Mr. Okello.
Twegenda mulamu dakiika 2 bwe tukomako tuwulira abajulizi koma ku ssaawa 6:30.
Ebyo bitambudde kuggwa tuli Salt TV tukyagenda saako kujjukira katono agenda maaso n'okutulaba ayagala okukugamba nti yaganye okuteking oath yaganye okubanga alira kyova nti avayo akuwozaako nga ye zaako nnyo nga uwo embeera yonna n'okuzimba ebifaananyi n'okuzimba embeera emu nga abali mu kkooti n'abagenza okulaba Salt TV mu abatwekumiddeko mubuuza ebintu baasaba ebirandula mulaba nga ate embeera ayo nga ogiraba kuggwe atulaba jjukira nti Okello nga tebamucross examininze kubanga obudda olwa gavumenti terugenda kubanga lumu across examininga nakuba mubuuza ebibuuzo kuba yaganye kutekinga atatekinze nga talidde nga tebibigira kooti aba tabuuzibwa abibuuzo aba okwewolereza ayina nyumya olugero yonna nga bwerwa atambula era bwaliye bwasibye kati yagamba nti twakita eyewaka kyakutta abaana bo akira nti abaana bo nibatta agamba ekyokutta abaana ate yali ekyamutwe era nti embeera eba yali yamutabukira nga bamugenza maaso n'okubanga amugenda maaso n'okubanga amuwulira so bwebwo ate obujulizi bwalo ddala nnyo kukwata okugjako statement eyekopolisi kugamba nti ebintu ebimu yagamba okubanga akakibwa agenda kubanga akakibwa ebirala tabimanyi nebyekuusa ku ebyo kwegamba nti abantu batulero ku tv n'emikutu gyaffe maaso nga okiriza Okello engeri okulirizaamu amakiti tononya bayinza okuba nga bajjamu ekyo ekinyuti nga wekyandiyisiza nga bwe bakindilubidde kuva omuntu ali ku musango ogw'okutta abaana abana kubanga yagamba nti tekyali deliberate ate yakigenderera nebyekuusa abantu bayita nnyo kubanga ate bagenda maaso okubaawo nga abasaale nga buli ekintu kino abawulira okusobola ikooti eno kwetambula bwetyo bwe bikyatambula bwe bikyagenda mu maaso erudda no dakiika 3 ziba waddeyo okuwummulamuko kumwe abagenda n'okutulaba emwe mugenda kubanga mutukiriza eddakiika eza 3 tugenda kubanga tuzitwala tuwummulemu-ko oluvannyuma ate tujja kubanga tukomawo atuwulire ate bajulizi Okello baleese ku kooti olwaleero bajulizi baleese ku kooti buli omu yesunga okubanga alaba so tv batuusaako embeera nga katubenga ate naffe tuwummulamu tujja kubanga dakiika zino eziwereddwa
happening now. Tutaataganya mu mpeereza yaffe okukutuusaako ebyakagwawo. Happening now. Soul Television, Femunyo.